What's up, guys? Today we're going to be opening up Reign of Bahamut. The brand new Bahamut is finally dropped. Let's just get into it. Let's get opening and see what it's all about. Unpeel the top right here. Oh my god, it opens so easily. Look at this brand new packaging. Take a look at this new Bahamut. Alright, that's it for the video. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Sorry. I'll put this away. It's a beautiful Bahamut. It's a beautiful Bahamut, but I know you're here for this Bahamut, right? It is that time, dear viewers. At long last, Shadowverse Evolve English Edition Set 2 is finally out. Reign of Bahamut, and of course, featuring the most iconic unit in arguably not just Shadowverse, but also just the entirety of Cygames IP history. I mean, even if you look at the Cygames logo, you might be able to tell that this is, someone that looks a little bit similar. There's a few similarities, a few shapes, might be his long-lost cousin, but I'm pretty sure it's the same dude right there. But of course, Bahamut is basically, the ultimate dragon, the ultimate god. Like, he's kind of always been in a lot of Cygames IPs. There may or may not be other Cygames IPs in my background where Bahamut plays a pretty big role in as well. But today, we're going to be cracking open a couple of boxes of Reign of Bahamut, provided to me, of course, by Bushiroad themselves. And together with Bushiroad as one of the Shadowverse Evolve English Edition ambassadors, I'm actually holding a giveaway for one of these boxes, as well as an exclusive signed poster for this set for one lucky winner. In order to participate, all you gotta do is leave a comment down below this video, writing down what kind of content for Shadowverse Evolve English Edition you would like to see on this channel. Winners will be announced on my social media at a later date, as well as on the YouTube community page, so you can look forward to that. But so entries are simple, make sure to get it before it's too late. But anyway, let's get on cracking. I'm super excited. Let's take a look at the box itself first. This is of course the front. So if you've seen the Japanese edition, is of course very similar. Reign of Bahamut here as well. So you can see here we have contains 16 packs as the specification. And then for the actual product specifications, we do have the rarity distribution. So we do have this time 47 different bronzes, 49 different silvers, 35 different golds, and 21 different legendaries. And of course, in terms of high rarities, we have 21 different types of super legendaries, SLs, and 7 types of ultimates. And there are some ultimates I really want to see in this set, so hopefully we find them. As well as, of course, 2 leader cards, as well as the 20 token cards as well. So it's a 202 card set. It's actually quite a bit, but it's going to be an exciting time to take a look at. Other signs, of course, we include the little Bahamut on the side here. Of course, some more specifications on the back, and of course, the actual back of the box contains some of the legendaries in this expansion. So of course, I think the ones that you mostly want to see, of course, is Albert. Albert is one of the most famous cards in Shadowverse, in my opinion, and also in the greater Cygames universe. Daria is another one that's, of course, she's been pictured on, Dimension Shift this whole time, and of course, she's also, has several iterations in Shadowverse 2. We have Vanya, of course, one of the most popular characters from Bloodcraft originally, but she is in Abysscraft in Shadowverse Evolve. And of course, Imperial Dragoon, Tia, as well as the Seraph that we see down here, one of the first ever alternate win cons in the app, but it's been retrained in a very interesting way in Evolve too. So that is the box design itself. Let's get cracking. All right, so we do have the protective seal here, the protective plastic all around the entire box. So you can just kind of peel it off or use a knife or scissors or whatever you prefer to take it off as well. But this set itself, we're going to have a lot of content on this set on this channel as well. So the usual, competitive decks that I know a lot of you have been asking about in the comments already. So don't worry, that is coming very soon. On top of that, I'm going to be going over some of the must-have cards in a separate video, but I'll kind of break it down as we open this box too. And because we're going to be getting all of those out of the way pretty early into the set's lifespan, there's going to be a lot of other very interesting content coming from me as well. I know a lot of you have been already wondering what else we're cooking in the back there. And if you want to contribute to what kind of content we make, again, participate in the giveaway, give us some other ideas that you'd like to see, and we will try our best as ambassadors to make them come true. So I always like to open up the top here and kind of like crack into this top little guard in order to have this nice little display feature. So there we go, we just open it up, and the English edition has a very exclusive box topper bonus here, which you can see, which are these sleeves. So I believe it is a pack of 5 if I'm not mistaken, so we can actually open it up and take a look here. So just peel it from the back, and you can see it is actually a pack of 5 sleeves. So this will basically, 2 packs of these will give you your Evolve deck sleeved up, and this is one of the exclusive leader cards that is in this set for Swordcraft, so you can actually have the design. This never released in Japanese, by the way. This is English exclusive, which is pretty impressive, right? So never released in English, and so therefore it is an exclusive. So those of you that are, you know, gunning for the World Invitational, make sure to bring some of these if you want to trade with some of the Japanese Shadowverse Evolve players, because I think they'll be very happy to receive this. So let's put that back for now, just kind of keep it sealed up. So that's the box cover. There's 2 designs. I hope we can hit the other one, but I mean, if you already know what the other leader card is in this set, you kind of already know what to expect. We're going to take this one side at a time here and get cracking through these packs. Of course, we do have our 16 packs in this box, and I'm excited to see what kind of LGs as well as golds we're going to pull. So there you have the pack design itself. We can zoom in a tiny bit more. So Reign of Bahamut, of course, beautiful looking pack design, and on the back, of course, the specifics once more. But it's just such a like very strong aura unit, right? It's like you immediately have this strong impression of like, you know, this is the dragon. All right, looks like the back of this one is a bit resisting on my side, so we're going to use the peel at the top to just get it nice and open. All right, so struggling to open this one, but we are getting through it. How do you guys open your packs? I know that I always like to just like peel it from the back, but I know a lot of people also like to use scissors and whatnot as well, so let me know your favorite pack opening methods down below. All right, starting off, we have a Sedia. This is actually a aggro component for sword, so if you want to play a bit more aggressive sword list, she's really good. She searches for any princess followers. That actually includes Aurelia, but also there's quite a few princess followers in the game that help to push aggression, so it's very nice. It's a 2-cost 1/3. It's really, really good. Bone Chimera, of course, helps to mill and, you know, set up for your Necro charges throughout the game, so as a 1/1 for 3 cost. Then we have Witch Bolt. This card is going to be used for a very long time. Even as just a 1-of, I would really recommend picking it up because it is a 3-cost spell that basically just deals 5 damage to opponent's followers, so it takes out a lot of followers usually. And if you have an Evolve follower in your field, you draw a card, so that's also very, very nice. And we start off with our first legendary of the box, and it's gonna be Vanya, Vampire Princess. Of course, one of the most famous units in Cygames history, I would say. A lot of those like super fan favorites are in this expansion. So she belongs, of course, to Abysscraft, and she has both the Vampire and Princess trait. So on Fanfare, she gets +X, so attack and health, and X equals the number of Forest Bat tokens on your field. And of course, for 1 cost, you can put a Forest Bat token from your field into your cemetery to select the enemy follower in the field and deal 3 damage to it and 1 damage to its leader. That's not once per turn, by the way, so you can actually keep spamming that ability. What's really nice is that this whole archetype, of course, has a bunch of bats that are there, and this archetype does get future support as well, so just kind of like sticks around for a while. So it's really good if you're interested in Vanya, pick it up now. I would say that aggro Abyss is going to be a little bit better in this current set, and you can make some aggro variants with her too, but you will have a full-on bat version of this deck in the future too, so she'll be very nice. So very cool. Already our first legendary. Transmogrified Worm here as well to get ourselves another dragon token. Then we have some support for Vanya, so Vampiric Fortress, of course, on Fanfare. It's a 1-cost amulet. Let's look at top 3 to find a vampire card from among them, which includes itself, by the way. Add it to your hand, and the rest goes on your bottom in any order. And for 1 cost, and putting this into the cemetery, you can summon a Forest Bat token, which of course works in conjunction with the Vanya. So, yeah, this pack is just telling us, whoa, this pack is telling us a lot of things, but I didn't expect it to tell us about 2 legendaries. Daria, Dimensional Witch in the first pack. Oh, I love, like, you know that there's a lot of different rarities, right? A lot of alternate rarities, you know, you got the super legendaries, you got the ultimates, but honestly, just the regular legendary foil in Shadowverse Evolve, I love so much. And it's like, if you look at it carefully, it's like, there's a bit of layering even on these ones as well, so you can see like the foiling kind of sticks out behind the actual character on the card, so super beautiful. So Daria says, on Evolve, you select the follower in your EX area, and for the rest of this turn, it costs 5 less to play. And you can also select a spell in your EX area, and for the rest of this turn, it costs 5 less to play. And when this card is on your field, both spells and Runecraft followers in your cemetery count towards your spell chains. So it would be cool if it would have gotten her pre-evo first. Maybe we'll get in this or the next box, but it basically allows you to fill up your EX area full of stuff, and then you evolve into her and you get to play basically a follower and a spell for virtually free, which is pretty good. So a pretty good pull here. And we got a Crystalia Eve token as well. I love gifting out these English tokens to people here in Japan. They get really excited seeing them just because they are technically exclusives. You know, you can't get English product there easily in Japan, of course, so it helps to, you know, just spread the love. You can technically use Japanese tokens in English as well, so that's one of the great things about Shadowverse Evolve, is that like the tokens are, you know, they can be anything, right? So they can also use different language versions too. So we have Sledgehammer Exorcist, we have Dragon Tamer. There's a very good bronze for discard dragons. So fanfare, draw 1, discard 1, already procs your discard effects, and then on evolve you get stuff back too, so we'll look at that maybe later. We have Samurai, we have Balt, King of the Elves, so a bit of pixie support, which of course has been very good in set 1-2. Elven Archery, a 1-cost spell that lets you select up to 2 enemy followers in the field and deal them 1 damage each, or 2 if you play this on combo 3, which is pretty nice. Ooh, Elf Girl Liza. So this is a gold that I feel like is just kind of waiting for a good timing to use, right? It's a 2-cost 2/3, which is really nice on stats, and as long as she's on the field, your followers take 1 less damage from enemies' abilities. So it's only your followers. If it was also your leader, that'd be really cool. But it does help to perfect from a lot of like that kind of AoE damage, or just like different kinds of damage in general, right? There's gonna be damage to your board basically throughout the entire game's history. So I would hold on to Liza just in case. You never know when you'll need her, right? We have Forest Gigas, the evolved version, and we have another lovely fairy token. It's really nice that they also include the older tokens in the sets as well. Like any token that is written on a card in a set, you can expect to see in that product as well, right? We have Hamsa, everyone's favorite duck. So this is 3-cost 0/3, reveal the top card of your deck and give this follower plus X attack. X equals the revealed card's cost. You can do some pretty interesting things with this card, so I definitely, if you want to build a funny Hamsa deck, definitely can do it. Necro Carnival, this is one of the cards that came out in Shadowverse Flame first and then was added to Shadowverse Evolve immediately, I think before even added to the app. So I really love the art, it's super cool, and it sees some use in the early days here in set 2 as well. So it's a cool card, gets to on Necrocharge 10, both choose a cost 2 or lower follower in your cemetery and just play it, and also summon 2 ghosts. Like if you don't have the Necrocharge 10, you can only choose 1, but usually you want to play it for both, so it's actually pretty nice. Another Shadowverse Flame card, Magical Strategy. How many of you in the comments have been watching Shadowverse Flame? I actually just finished watching the first like 50 episode batch. I love it. It's so good. And of course, the Summons a Magical Pawn has a little preview of what is to come in the next set, of course. Siegfried, this card saw a bit of play, of course, as well. So on fanfare, you select the enemy follower in the field, deal 2 damage, and you can also evolve it, but we'll get the evolve a bit later so we can take a look at it again. And ooh, we have Greya, of course, the academic cards that if you're playing the app right now, academic has been quite popular as of recent. We had a whole expansion for it. But of course, this Greya is a 4-cost 5/4 that says if you have An on your field, she costs 2 less to play, so 2-cost 5/4 that allows you to engage it, select an enemy follower in the field and deal 3 damage. But if you have An on the field, it's 6 damage instead. Pretty cheap and pretty strong, not gonna lie. Ooh, Mr. Craig, Wizard of Wisteria. So this is, on evolve, draw a card, discard 1. Pretty good. It's basically like the Penguin Wizard, but, a little bit more flexible with that forest body effect. And we get a Mega Lorca. I think this is one of the newer dragon tokens that we didn't have in the previous set. So obviously very, very nice. And of course, for dragon tokens, there's definitely some interesting cards coming in the future for dragon. I'm very excited. While I am a Swordcraft main, here in the Japanese format, Dragon is all I've been playing for the last few sets. Well, not all I've been playing, but a lot of what I've been playing. It's been kind of my main. Mushisu, this card is actually really good. We saw an interesting like aggro dragon list come through with this. That basically like every time you evolve a follower, he gets +2 attack, right? So you can just like spam some evolves while he's just chilling on the board, unengaged. And if your opponent doesn't take care of it, well then it's gonna get pretty huge. So it's pretty nice. We like that. We got a Shadow Witch in here, Earthright support, multi-part experiment, and Kawi. So this is a really good card for, of course, the Abysscraft decks. So usually see this in control more often because it's a 5-cost 5/5 ward, and on last words, you select the enemy follower in the field to destroy it, and you heal your leader equal to the follower's attack, which is really nice. So he proves as like a defensive card that then, of course, allows you to heal back. So it's a nice little sustain option too. And we have the Evolved Radiance Angel, and ooh, Ephemeral Moon. So this is the Kaguya token, which of course, your followers named Kaguya don't take damage while it's in the play, and at the start of your main phase, you banish it. But look at the art, it's so beautiful. It's just like a nice little piece of art that you have available as like, something at the back of a pack. Isn't that amazing? So let's keep on cracking and see what else we get. I want to see a Albert, right? Albert is the key card here in the set. I think also Olivia would be super cool. Olivia's simply amazing. Ooh, Sector, this is also another nostalgic one. Precious Bloodfangs, of course, is a support for Vanya. You choose one of the following to summon either X Forest Bat tokens, which equals the number of enemy cards on the field, or 2 to give each Forest Bat token on your field +1/+1. So if you don't have any Forest Bats, you want to summon them. Even if you do, you want to buff them and just, push damage into your opponent's face, which is pretty good. course, Radiance Angel, we saw the Evo earlier. Dragonic Fervor, so this card is another ramp option for Dragon, a pretty heavy one though. 5 cost to play it, but you get an extra play point, and you heal 3 to your leader, and you draw a card. So it'll usually cost you the turn, but if you're kind of far ahead, you can definitely play it just to get even further ahead, which is really nice. And we have Remi Dami. On Evolve, summons a Strike Form Golem token, and you can give it +2 attack with that Earthright as well. So very good and nostalgic card too. And we get a Thornburst, very cool. Always happy to see these lovely tokens. Like, I'm just, you know, I'm the token hoarder, and I feel like you can never have enough of them, honestly, so it's obviously great. Dragonic Armor, of course, for that Draw Weapon token. Ooh, that should mean that the Dragonic Weapon should be in this expansion too, right? I was like kind of thinking to myself like, oh right, technically the actual Dragonic Weapon, like arm deck, doesn't come out until set 3, but we get that early preview, baby. Ooh, speaking of previews, we got the Flame Soldier, of course. Hero Sword is going to be really cool in set 3. Demonic Hedonist, a great card too. Start of your end phase, if Sanguine is active for you, you draw a card, discard 1. And the Evolve is pretty good too, so this is played in aggro pretty often. Another lovely preview. Oh, Crystallized Haven. Mwah, I love it. So good, so fun to play. Peaceful Aria, another pretty nostalgic card. White Paladin, another very nostalgic card that allows you to just, you know, just get a bunch of Shield Guardian tokens onto the board. And we have Azazel Evolve version. So of course, he is on Evolve, change each enemy leader's health to 10, or defense rather to 10. So very nice, on top of that Bane too. So we're getting lots of nice golds, very happy with it. And we're almost done with the left side of the box. We just have these 2 packs left, but I'm just taking it slow. I prefer to take it slow, you know, for these box openings and give you a nice little early preview of, you know, what cards are good, what you should pick up. Emerald Maiden. Oh, Tsubasa, what a great character. Oh, and we got him himself. Oh my god, I can't believe it. I think I managed to summon it with all my nice words I've said about Bahamut today. We've managed to summon the boss card, the face of side games, I would say. 9 cost, 9 attack, 9 defense with fanfare. Destroy each other follower on the field. So it includes your own, but of course you mostly want to just board wipe your opponent. And if there are at least 2 enemy followers on the field, this follower can't attack enemy leaders. So if your opponent, let's say you play this, you board wipe them, and the next turn they play followers, you need to make sure that they have only 1 follower or less in order for him to attack into the face. And you can also evolve him for 0 for a little buff in stats. Maybe we'll get to see it a bit later today, but very nice card to pull. Ooh, Unica, this is a very good neutral card you want to pick up. So choose a 2/2 strike, give your leader +2 health, and then of course evolve for 1, that we'll probably get to later down the line. Demonic Simulacrum, on fanfare, deals 2 damage to your leader and discards a random card. So this was the first random discard I think they printed in Evolve. So you basically, to prove that this is random, you kind of like shuffle your hand face down, and then either you or your opponent like can assign dice numbers to the cards in your hand, and then basically just like roll a dice, and then, you know, you kind of discard whichever one it lands on. Whoa, what a loaded pack we got here. Heavenly Aegis. This card, by the way, we're currently in set 6 plus Idolmaster in the Japanese format, is still played. This is still a very, very impactful card, and arguably one of the most impactful cards in Haven. 10/10 in stats. Of course, it's the Evolve version. It has Aura, which means it can be targeted by effects, and on Evolve for the rest of this turn, and during each opponent's next turn, this follower doesn't take damage. This card can't be destroyed by abilities. You cannot destroy it. It doesn't take damage for the next turn, which means that it will sit there as a 10/10. Aura means it can't be targeted, can't destroy with AoE stuff like Bahamut. And you can pair this, you can even give it Ward with a certain card from set 1 that I alluded to a little while ago, and have a pretty unstoppable, crazy combo that I really recommend you look into, and I'll cover on this channel too, so don't you worry about that. Alright, last pack on the left side of the box. Let's take a look at what we have. We'll take the second box a bit faster, you know, just because I want to really, you know, just appreciate this first box to see what we have. We have Craig unevolved, so on fanfare, draw 1, discard 1. So you like, you know, do it on fanfare, do it in Evo, it's pretty good. Dance of Death, pretty cool, just like destroyed enemy follower. Doesn't destroy amulets though, so I think execution is a bit better for that. Rose Deer, very nice card for Haven, another preview card too. 4/4/3 with Rush, and on fanfare you put a Thornburst token into your EX area. Don't have to process any pixies into Thornburst or anything, just do it right off the bat. Oh, and we got a little premium Kawi out here. All right, I see you. So already broke down Kawi, but we got a premium version of it too. Love to see it. That's very beautiful. We'll put that with the legendaries. Ooh, Crystalli Lily, very important card. 2 cost 1/3 with fanfare. Look at the top 2 to reveal a Crystallian or Pixie follower from among them and add it to your hand, and the rest goes to the bottom, and then you can evolve it to do something pretty cool, but we'll see if we pull it. If not, I'll just tell you right now, that card allows you to bot deck your opponent's stuff on the field, which is pretty good. Ooh, Rhyme Wind. All right, that's a good card that's gonna be played in the future for Rune starting now. So this allows you to select an unevolved enemy follower in the field and return it to its owner's hand, and on spell chain 10 you put it on top of their deck instead. So it has to be unevolved, which is very important, but it is a quick for 2 cost that basically just undoes an attack, right? So if your opponent swings with something that is not evolved, you know, like a Tsubaki for example, you can just go psych, no Tsubaki for you, or you know, if they attack with like an Albert that's unevolved, it's like nope, go back to hand or back to deck. So it's pretty good. Hey, there we go, Cresselia Lily evolved. So there you can see it. She puts something on your opponent's field to the bottom of the deck. So strong, so good. We love to see it. All right, pretty strong first side of the box here, not gonna lie. I'm gonna stack up these golds a little bit here on the side as we're getting quite a lot of them. And let's get into the other side here, and we'll continue to pray. I mean, I want to see a UR. Honestly, the UR I want to see is Amelia. Her UR is beautiful. I actually own one in Japanese because it's so pretty. Magical strategy here. Oh, this is the Remy, of course. That doesn't do anything on pre-evo, but she's just a 3/3/3. And let's keep on going. Oh, speaking of Amelia, hello. That is my girl. So she says 4 cost 3/3 on Fanfare. You choose one of the following. Either select the follower that costs 3 play points or less in your hand and put it onto the field, or you can select an enemy follower in the field and deal it 4 damage. That first effect is nice because technically if you go second and you have an evolve point, you can play this and then play a Floral Fencer and then use that EP to evolve the Floral Fencer to basically get 4 cards on board for 4 cost. It's pretty good. That's pretty good. We like that. We like that a lot. Ooh, Bait, a very good card as well. And we have a Holy Tiger token. Damn, we are pulling some of the good cards out here, and especially for a lot of different classes. So pretty happy. Of course, the hits that you get in the Shadowverse Evolve box are always so impressive. Mini Soul Devil, very good card for aggro Abyss, and also very easy to build deck, by the way, too. So highly recommended. Olivia, let's go! Oh my god, I'm so thankful for this. Olivia is, in my opinion, the chase card in this set. So while Bahamut is there, Olivia, I would say, is just as central and important. If you're a Cygames fan, I am like, this set means so much to me because it's Reign of Bahamut, ROB, same thing as Rage of Bahamut, which is actually my first ever mobile game. And when I saw Olivia in Rage of Bahamut when I was just a kid, still in high school, it was my first ever Japanese mobile game, like actual like MOBA game, and I immediately fell in love. Like they kept adding Olivia, like of course she came to the app Shadowverse, she was in other Cygames IPs as well, and was always so excited to see her, and in Evolve she's amazing. 5 cost 5/5 that lets you choose up to 2 of the following effects on Fanfare. You can either gain an evolution point, pretty cool, even if you go first. You can heal 3 to your leader, pretty good. Sustain. You can draw a card, which is of course very amazing. And you can also choose that each opponent discards a card. So you choose 2 of these 4 effects. You can, for example, heal 3 and draw a card if you need more resources. You can gain an EP and draw a card, for example. You can make your opponent discard a card while you draw a card to kind of like further that difference, or if your opponent's hand is really low. Olivia's an amazing card, and knowing how to use her efficiently is going to decide if you can win games smoothly or not. And I highly recommend picking her up. She's an amazing neutral, and of course, just absolutely excellent. We get a Tribunal of Good and Evil as well here, and a Dragon Tamer Evolve card, which we did see earlier. I talked about, oh, Leonidas's Resolve. Oh yes, baby, this is the best token in Sword. I hope we pull Leonidas so I can tell you how this is made, but just look at what's written here. Whenever a Sword follower is put into your field, give it +3/+3 in Rush. Any Swordcraft follower. That's pretty good. Even tokens, by the way. Pretty nice. So hopefully we pull a Leonidas. I would love to show you what this card is, but it's pretty insane. It is definitely pretty insane. Forest Gigas. We got the Sky Sprite. Oh, Alpine Dragon, the first one we pulled so far. If you discard a card this turn, this card costs 2 less to play, which is pretty nice as well. Saw some play earlier on as well, so it's pretty good to pick up if you want to pick up and play Discard Dragon. Archangel Reina, a neutral card, so she has Ward as a 4/4/5, and you can evolve her for 1, and then she basically flips your evolved cards back face down so you can use them again, which I think is pretty cool. Oh, there we go, Mr. Leonidas, there you go, on evolve 6/7, select enemy follower in the field, deal 5 damage to it and this follower, so he goes down to 2 life, but last words, summon a Leonidas's Resolve token, which means that you evolve into him, pops on the opponent's board, swing him to one of your opponent's other followers, he goes away, but last words procs, you play the Resolve, and from now on, anything you play is super buffed. It is just that strong. And we got the Magical Pawn. Oh, I love seeing the flame cards. Oh, I am like, just, I feel like with the card games that I really dedicate to, I'm never just a fan of the cards themselves. I have to be fully immersed in the whole IP. Like everything about it is part of my personality now. Avon Blader, very good card by the way. Hopefully we get the evolved version, but 4/4/4, 1 cost to evolve, and then basically search for 2 officer cards, which is really nice. Ooh, Kaiser. Hope we get the carrot as well. Call of Coquitos. It's a 6 cost quick. Select an enemy follower in the field, destroy it. Then search your deck for a neutral follower, reveal and add it to your hand. Any neutral follower, by the way. So, you know, you can search Olivia, which is pretty good. Oh, we got the pre-evo Azazel, of course. Necrocharge 10, he costs only 4 to play, which is pretty good. And you can evolve it for 1, but he also has Bane. And on Fanfare, each opponent has to discard a random card. He does a lot. He does a lot, by the way, in case you haven't figured it out. And we get the Forest Bat. Very nice. We like Forest Bats in this city. Very nice. All right, how many packs we got left in this box? We're now down to 4 remaining. We're going to take the second box a bit faster. I don't want to keep you guys here for too long, but I just want to appreciate all of this, right? We got that early box opening brought to you by Bushiroad and Side Games here, of course. We got the multi-part experiment in premium foil. Looks beautiful as always. Love to see the premium foils, especially on cards that don't have foils too. So very, very nice. Put that next to Olivia. Whole Soul Swing is a cool quick card for 2 cost. You select enemy follow in the field and deal 3 damage and put a knight token into your EX area. This saw quite a bit of play early in set 2 as well, so I definitely want to recommend that card. Oh! No quick spell has seen more play than this though. Surefire Bullet. Please pick up as many copies as you need of this ASAP. While, you know, earlier on in like set 2 and stuff, you might be thinking, I mean, hey, it's a 2 cost quick that deals 3 damage to enemy follower, and if it's evolved, deal 4 damage. But not everything evolves in Evolve right now. It's like I can't target my opponent's Forte with this. She has, you know, aura. But worry not. Surefire Bullet is going to see a lot of play in basically every single deck. Not every, okay, that's a bit of an exaggeration. Not every single deck, but a lot of decks like Surefire Bullet. I own a lot of copies of this card. I'm just gonna confess right now, I own too many copies of this card than a normal person should own, and you know what? I'm proud of it. It's a card that is just has so much mileage for me in so many decks, and it just sees so much use throughout the history of this game. Ooh, another Seria, very nice. We like our aggressive maids out here. Ooh, we got the Vate as well. Now we have the Evo and the pre-Evo too. Ooh, Trick Dullahan. So of course this puts a ghost into your EX area, but a Necrocharge 10 puts 3, which means it's a 2 cost 3/2 that generates another 3/3 in stats. So technically it's a 2 cost, you know, 6/5. Technically, I mean, you have to pay for the ghost, right? So technically it's a 5 cost 6/5, which is pretty good too. I'm not gonna lie, you know, it's pretty nice. And we get the Kaguya as well. So Kaguya says you select an amulet that costs 3 play points or less in your hand and put it onto your field. So plays it out for free for the as a 5 cost 4/4. And whenever you play an amulet, you select the enemy follower in the field, deal X damage, which equals the amulet's cost. And then of course you can evolve it for 2, and that spawns the you know, token we saw earlier. And we get Avon Blader in evolve. So of course an evolve searches the deck for 2 officers, reveals and adds them to your hand. So you can search Maid Leader, you can search Floral Fencer. There's so many good cards you can find with this, and that's what makes this card amazing. And we get a Magic Sediment on top of that. This one has less text, right? Because the one in the set 1 is like full on, like the full explanation, whereas this one just says stack, full stop. So I think that's kind of cool. But anyway, 2 packs left. Let's see if we can still pull a UR here. A surprise leader, perhaps. It could be epic. It could be crazy. Or, I mean, we could get an Albert. I'm not going to complain about that either. We get a Mushisu. We get a Sword Infiltrator. A Udius, of course. I want to say a very famous line whenever I see this dude, but he's pretty good. 0 attack, but you can, as a quick, this is a follower with a quick effect. You can use this on your opponent's turn to engage him. Select enemy follow in the field and deal 1 damage. They try to rush you. Udius say no. You just say nope, forget it, you're not doing it. We have Polyphonic Roar, funny card, allows you to, whenever you play a dragon token, to select enemy leader or enemy follower, deal 5 damage. I want to see y'all cook with this card. This is a funny gold that I really like just the idea of. And now we're down to our last pack here for this first box. Let's get into it. Reign of Bahamut. I'm very curious to see what we're gonna get and what we can pull from this last one. Can we get another legendary? Is it possible? Have we exhausted our luck yet? I want to find out. Yes, we get the Albert. Let's go. Albert Levin Saber. Okay, 4 cost 3/5 with Storm, of course. Feels great to see you, buddy. I've been very reliant on this card for many expansions, and for 3 costs you can evolve him or some pretty spicy stuff. We'll see if we pull him to talk about that a bit later. Ooh, Dracomancer's right. Very important card. You want to play Discard Dragon? Get this. Pick it up. You have to have it. On Fanfare, discard a card and you heal your leader by 1. Start of your end phase, if you discarded a card this turn, select enemy leader or enemy follower in the field, deal 2 damage. Very important. Very, very important. Ooh, Selwyn. Damn, one of the OG leader cards. Very cool. And we finish up on a Knight token. Very fitting considering this was the Albert box. Very nice first box, by the way. I mean, we got 4 unevolved legendaries, 2 evolved legendaries, our 2 premiums, and of course, a whole bunch of golds, right? It's always a party out here. So many nice things, but let's get into our second box. Take it a bit faster this time around and see what kind of other crazy pulls we can get. All right, let's continue with box number 2 out here and see what else we can pull. That first box was already pretty crazy in terms of pulls, not gonna lie. So I'm excited to take a look and hopefully see how beautiful you are. I want to see how beautiful you are. I really want to see that, Amelia. I mean, there's a lot of really good URs in this set. Like the Crystalia stuff is really pretty. Like Bahamut is also in here too. But honestly, oh, and we get the second pack of the sleeves as well. So Sword main, of course, loved by the sword sleeves. I'm not gonna complain. Very happy with that. Of course, gonna push in the flaps here just to get my nice display box. And let's get on cracking and see what we can pull in this second box of Reign of Bahamut. Very excited. Reign of Bahamut has been just a dream to open, and let's take a look. Of course, I can't wait for next set just for all the Shadowverse Flame stuff. Like, I think that's what I'm probably very excited about right now, just because it's like I've been really enjoying the anime. And oh, speaking of Crystalia, we got Crystalia Tia out here. A super key card for Forest, by the way. Allows you to fanfare on combo 3, summon a Crystalia Eve token, who is a 4/4, and you can evolve her for 1. She's a 2/1/1, so she's really easy to contribute to your combo counts. We'll probably maybe see the evolve version later down the line, but just the pre-evo is already very, very good. All right, we're seeing quite a few doubles here, but we see Cynthia, one of the earlier golds. Rush as well as Strike. You banish a card in your EX area to select an enemy leader or enemy follower in the field to deal 2 damage and summon 2 fairy tokens. So you can basically convert a fairy in your EX area to like summon 2 more, which is pretty good. It's like buy one, get one free. We like that. Oh, another Heavenly Aegis Evo. Nice, very beautiful. I love these 2 legendary packs. They're always such a pleasure to hit. And hey, I mean, 2 Heavenly Aegis evolved is usually all you really need. So that's already pretty sweet. So I'm pretty happy about that. You know, I do play Haven quite a lot, so I'm super happy to see Heavenly Aegis in English here as well. Frog Cleric, another good Haven card as well. Oh, and we got it! We got the Daria pre-evo. Love to see it. So of course, Daria says, fanfare, discard your hand. Put the top card of your deck into your EX area. Repeat this until your EX area is full. Can I say the full effect without eating my own words? Let's try. While this card is on your field, of course, you include both spells and rune followers in your spell chain count in your cemetery. So basically, you ditch your hand, but you want to kind of play this at a timing where your hand is already kind of low. She's a 6 cost, so of course you have to wait until that turn anyway, and then you get to evolve her for the bonus effects that we saw earlier. But very happy to see her. Oh, Daria is so beautiful. Just such an iconic art as well. I actually have like a huge Daria wall scroll back at home in Europe, and when I went home recently, I was really happy to see it again. I was like, oh, this is so nice. And oh, we got the Fairy Wisp. Whenever I hand out tokens to people, this one is by far the most popular, and I understand why. Everyone likes the Fairy Wisp, and I think, you know, it's both that and the Pixies that are, you know, pretty appreciated, just both of the pixie tokens. So I'm always happy, and it's always just nice to see people's like very kind and like warm reactions to getting these tokens. So I'm always very happy to give them out here in Japan. We have another Urias, another Liza, which we saw earlier as well, the evolved hedonist. So on strike, deals 1 damage to each leader, and of course has the draw discard effect on Sanguine as well that we saw earlier, and the Shield Guardian. We do have some cards that push out these Shield Guardians in this set, so maybe we'll see it a bit later, but we continue to open and see what we can get. Of course, what are you guys looking forward to in this set? I know we already have a question for you guys to answer in the comments as part of this giveaway in this video, but I'm gonna keep asking questions. What are you excited about building in this set? Oh, nice, a premium Urias. Is it Sword? Could it be? Are you excited to play Sword? Is that why I'm getting all these pulls here as well? Don't worry, I got hella Sword to feature for you guys on this channel, so you can look forward to that. Nice little in-depth content coming your way. But honestly, I just want to know what you guys are building, what you're excited about. Have you been to your regionals yet? Have you gotten your qualifications? How have you been enjoying the regional experience? Let me know all those things in the comments below. I'd love to hear your experience as Shadowverse Evolve players. And if you haven't got into the game yet, you know, I think it's a great time to start. A lot of really beautiful art and awesome decks. Look at this. You see this, Amelia? Isn't she beautiful? Doesn't this just make you want to play the deck that she's part of? Definitely did to me, and that's why I'm a Sword main. So I'm just waiting for Lisha now. You know, we got Amelia. We have quite a few famous knight ladies in Sword, but Lisha is like my favorite one of my favorite side games characters, period. If you play the app, you'll know Leisha, of course, as well, but if you play some of other side games IPs, you'll know about her pretty well too. We get a second Vanya here as well. All right, we're gonna be able to build that Bloodkin deck pretty soon with the Force Bats. Love to see it. We have a Kai'Sa and a Rhyme Wind once again, very good. Oh, evolved Albert, let's go! All right, of course, he carries a Storm. His stats don't change, they're still 3-5 on Evo, but he says on Evolve for the rest of this turn, this follower doesn't take combat damage, so he can trade effortlessly. And when he strikes, he refreshes himself, and you can perform this ability once per turn. So you can basically play Leonidas, play the Will, and then you can buff him to be a 6/8, and then he bashes your opponent twice, which means that you deal 12 damage, which is pretty good. We like that a lot. Here's a Crystalia Eve to round things out. I think that Albert, honestly, is just incredible. Of course, one of the key cards for Sword, and, you know, Sword has both of its legendaries in this set are incredibly good. Like, both this as well as Alexander, which I hope we can get, are simply incredible and just absolute game changers. Vampiric Fortress, we've seen already, and the Ephemeral Moon, which we saw earlier too. Very, very nice. Let's keep it going though. I want to see what else we can pull here. And of course, try to pray for a UR or a leader. You'd be super hype. We got a Rose Deer in here. Oh, we might have something. I see a little bit of a shine. So perhaps something cool. We got a Unica. Always happy to see Unica. Azazel into, oh, the An on Evolve. So Evolved An, of course, is a 4/5 that searches deck for an academic follower with a different name from this card. So right now it's Greya, and reveals and adds it to your hand. So very cool. There will be more in the future. And we got the magical pawn token once again. I still want the dry weapon. Where's the dry weapon? I haven't gotten the dry weapon token. I'm just a token collector out here. Give me the dry weapon. Oh, come on. Surely this is alluding to something. Surely it's alluding to something. I believe. I trust. Come on, let's get it. Rights into Kaguya. Into, ooh, Evolved Geno. Pretty good card. Looks for 11 followers, which there'll only be more in the game as we go, by the way. And we have, oh, it's a fairy. Okay, fairy token is good too. Fairy token is good too. But come on, I really want to see that dry weapon, just because I use the dry weapons a lot when I actually play the game. Come on, let's go. Hamsa, it's a good duck. Let's keep it going. Crystalia Lily, she's great too. Bolt, Tribunal of Good and Evil. Forest Gigas into, yo, there we go. You'll never see anyone else in here get hype about a freaking Dragonic weapon token. Look at this. I just really like the whole dry weapon deck. I think it's really cool. The whole arm deck is really awesome, and I think this token looks beautiful. So it's the small things in life, you know. It doesn't have to be a UR. Sometimes all it takes is a Dragonic weapon token, and honestly, it's the small things in life that make us happy, you know. It's like, I like this token. It sparks joy, and for some people, pulling legendary sparks joy, and that's fine too. Maybe pulling Selwyn sparks joy too. That's a completely fine as well. And we finish on a guard form golem, but damn, you probably won't see anyone else on YouTube get this excited about a freaking dry weapon token. It's funny as hell. All right, let's keep it going. We still have more legendaries to pull. We've been blitzing through these packs here, of course, trying to keep this a little snappy. Oh, we got another Bahamut. I swear, I'm pretty sure today's introductory talk invited this dude over. He's just staying with me now. This is my buddy. This is my man, Bahamut. Look at him. So beautiful. Look at the finish on the foil. Ah, it's great. And it's good to have two. I mean, neutral cards, especially the legendaries, you can never have enough of. So always happy to get it. White Paladin in here too, Avon Blader, and a Dragon to finish up on. So honestly, looking very cool. And I want to keep on opening, keep on seeing what else we can get here, and continue on with this lovely box opening. So here we go. Dwarf Perfumer. Ooh, all right. The premium finished Unica. Very pretty. I like that a lot. So we got our second. I think they're both silvers that we pulled today in terms of the premiums. We got a Vite. We have a Trick Dullahan, Dragonic Fervor as a gold, Soul Collector, and Leonidas' Resolve. So I haven't gotten the base Leonidas yet, so hopefully we're getting close to that. This is my last pack of the left side. I've been going like ricochet back and forth, ping pong around the box. But let's see what else we can pull here. I think we should still have some more gas in here, and I'm praying for some pretty pulls. Dance of Death, very nice. Radiant Angel, Sapphire Priestess. All right, Demonic Simulacrum, Unica Evolved. Oh, right, so Strike, Heal 2, very nice evolve effect, which is a 3/3 as well, and a Holy Tiger. All right, the packs are getting thin. Last 2 packs of the box that we're coming down to. Can we find a leader? You know, how many of you have opened a pack and you see the white background here and you just freak out? It's a pretty special moment, not gonna lie. It makes pack opening so much more exciting when you have that chance to pull that leader. And I think, you know, if you've experienced it, you know how it feels. Greya, of course, another one picked up here. Sector, Post Evo, and a Force Bet. All right, let's see if we can finish this box in a high note and get ourselves one more legendary. I'm curious. I want to see it. Here we go. So we know it's not a leader because it would be here at the back. But what is it going to be? Let's take a look. I want to believe. Could we get an ultimate? Could we get another beautiful legendary here? Siegfried on, of course, the pre-evolved one. So she costs 2 less to play and you can evolve her for 1. Then we have Azazel Post Evo as well, the gold, and the Mega Lorca. All right, a double gold pack, pretty good. And the pulls this time are nothing to scoff at either, all right? We got a lot of beautiful legendaries here as well. Our 4 pre-evo, 2 post-evo legendaries, and so many golds, so many of which are obviously super strong and gonna be played for a very long time. If you want a full breakdown of which cards you really need to pick up, you can look forward to that on this channel as well. But that has been it for this opening of the second booster set for Shadowverse Evolve English Edition Reign of Bahamut. It's been very hyped. Thank you once again to Bushiroad for providing the product. Don't forget to enter the giveaway by commenting down below what kind of Shadowverse Evolve content you want to see on this channel, and you'll get to win a box plus a signed poster, which of course I'm pretty sure is gonna be only one in the world. That's a pretty good prize if you ask me. But otherwise, if you like this video, please do give it a like, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe. And that's gonna be it for me today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.